Hello and welcome back to Business Focus, your weekly business and economic analysis program. We've just got the next half of the show to go. Later on, we'll be speaking to an analyst to help us do some analysis on the commodities market as well as the stock market. But now, I've been joined by the Chief Executive Officer of Naabia, Bassinets and more. She's Naabia Boachie Danquah. One of the pleasant surprises I've had to go through in a day. Naabia, good to have you on the program.
Thank you, Patrice.
It's been a while. Where have you been?
I've been at home working, trying to build an empire.
An empire?
Yes.
Oh, pretty interesting. Good to see you. Okay, so you're the Chief Executive Officer of Naabia Bassinets and more. What's that?
Bassinets and more. Bassinets and more is it's a custom furniture and joinery company. We make custom furniture for homes, offices, individuals. By mean custom, you the customer, you the client, you tell us what you want, you tell us your budget. When what you want is a picture of maybe the table, a particular table. I'm using table as an example here. You want it to look a certain way, you want it sprayed, you want this color. So you tell us you have X amount of money, and we tell you that if we use X amount of money, you are likely to get this finish, or you are not likely to get that finish. So everything we do is custom. We don't do and put down. From the choice of wood, choice of cane, colors, everything is customized.
How did this dream, which is starting to go into an empire, how did it all begin?
I didn't just wake up and Zoom. I had this. What happened was I was working in corporate Ghana, and I got pregnant, and complications set in, preeclampsia. Long story short, my baby came early at 7 months, weighing 1.4. I saw her, saw myself, saw the schedule that I had, and I was my boss's like right-hand person. I worked through Monday to Saturday, and 5 a.m., come back at 8, sometimes 9, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, all that. And I saw that I'll be punishing him. I wouldn't be giving him value for the salary he's paying me. And also I'll be punishing myself because preeclampsia, I'd put on weight, I was feeling terrible, looking terrible. My baby was small and she needed intensive care because we had just come out of NICU. So I had to stay at home, and that's what I did. I stayed at home.
And in the process of staying home and taking care of a baby and recovering, then what?
Then I made a bassinet, not for sale, for my daughter. A bassinet is like a Moses basket where you put your baby in. I decided to make a bassinet because she was that tiny. I didn't want to use a cot. I was afraid of SIDS. SIDS is when sudden infant death syndrome, because of how small she was. So I wanted something aerated, natural, so that I could see her, we could turn her, because she couldn't even turn properly. So I made a bassinet. A friend came over and said, okay, Naabia, you know what? I know it's for your daughter, but I like it. What did you make it? And I said, okay, I'll sell it to you. And I sold it to her. And I called her 2 days after. I'm like, okay, so why did you want this bassinet? I said, I've seen it in town, but the way the cushions, the side beddings, the color was very, very nice. I'm like, okay, if you can get 2 of your friends, because we don't share mutual friends, obviously, but if you can market it to 2 of your friends and the response is good, then I would give you a discount on the next sale that I make. And she brought me 3 friends, actually. So I made 4. And there I knew that there was a market for it, because I sold the idea of custom. I sold the idea that even though I'm making it for you, you get to tell me the colors you want and all that. Yes.
And so the feedback has been good?
Yes, the feedback has been good. I say I'm not there yet, but in as much as I'm not there yet, I still get people calling me that, Naabia, you know what, I've referred you, or Naabia, you did this for me, I want you to do this again. And that for me shows I'm doing something right.
Startup capital has always been a problem for a lot of startups. Where do you get the initial capital to invest?
It's friends and family. I wasn't about to enter any bank or any microfinance and look for money. the first thing that starts with collateral, first financials you can give, but collateral and all that. If I had all that, I wouldn't even come to you. So for me, it was straight up family and friends.
So how much did you start with?
Well, I'll say I started with 200 because that's how much I used to make the first ones that I sold. So I started with 200 CDs.
So you don't do these yourself. You've got workers?
Yes.
How many of them?
Currently, we're about 18. We are 18, but we are split into two because now we've moved from cane work to woodwork. And woodwork also is split into two, even though it's a one unit. We have the wood and we have the upholstery team as well. So, yeah.
18 workers, you pay them?
Yes, I pay them.
Religiously?
Religiously.
I see. Where are you located?
Okay, so I'm at two places. I have a small shop, makeshift shop at Medina Estates, and I have another one, it's the Switchback Road, where the boys...
And these are all rented?
Well, the one at Medina is rented, but the one at Switchback, I went to hijack one of my team. He already has a shop there. So now that he works for me and he gets the vision and my dream, he's turned his shop into my shop, more or less. So he works.
Is this your first attempt at business?
No. I've done hampers. I've sold hampers during school. I've done a delivery service of gifts. And I stopped because at that time, I sort of bowed to the pressure of, oh, you have to go into corporate world. Corporate world is not bad. I loved corporate world, but sometimes I sit back and I go like, if I had just pursued the dream, at that time maybe I could have been maybe much bigger or something. Because even with the hampers,
your realization of an empire would have been earlier.
Exactly. Even with the hampers, I worked for pretty good companies, and I was on retainer. They used to call me every time. So when I stopped, they were pretty bummed that I stopped that to join corporate world. But
so you do have a fair idea of business or the business environment, although you haven't been in it for a very long time. But looking at your experience from making of hampers to what you're doing currently, what lessons have you picked? How's the business environment in Ghana like?
The business environment in Ghana, it's crazy. The taxes are killing us. The taxes are just killing us. People assume that because everything is here, the cane is here, the wood is here, everything should be cheap. That's not it. The wood and the cane is just, I dare say, about 20% of the work. The fabrics, the foam, the paint, the thinner, everything is, even nails, screws, everything is imported. And we are dealing with these people who bring it in, have to pay all these prices at the port, and they come down and they have to peg their price in such a way that if people don't buy it early, they still make profits. And those are the prices that we are buying the things at. And well, dollar, euro, the pound. And this is hard, like foreign currency, they are buying the things in. So the taxes are killing us. You might think that, oh, okay, I see wood around, I see bamboo. No, it doesn't work like that. That's 20% of the raw material I need to make that thing that you want.
And quite apart from that, translating your dream into reality, is there a challenge in there? Who do you talk to? I mean, when you first came up with this idea, did you know where to go?
I didn't know where to go. I listened. That's the beauty of it's being a dream. It's being,
because
like,
not to cut you, there are lots of people who have dreams. They wake up every day. They've got dreams. They want to start up a business. What lesson can they pick from you?
You have to listen. I listen to my team a lot. I listen. These are, yes, granted, these are artisans who haven't been to university or been to any high tertiary education or whatsoever, but you listen to them because they have done this for so long. You listen to them, they, in their own world, they're able to explain and tell you the problems or what they have done that hasn't worked well, and you apply it to you coming from the book knowledge. You know, how you've studied, the documentaries you've seen, the business mentors you have, and you apply it, you mix and match and you apply. I listen to my team a lot, to the point where if we are going to fix something and my boys tell me that, Auntie Naabia, a dear way there, me just a customer, way answer, I stop. And I tell the client, you know what, my team says we have to do it this way, before we can continue. I listen to them. And I'm very lucky that I have friends who are into business. I have friends who are architects. I have friends who are electrical engineers. And these are women in these kind of
And they inspire you.
Oh, yes. I go to their offices. I go and sit there. I said, today, I've had a terrible day. And they look at me and they laugh because they have reached a certain level. They're able to tell me this is what will happen at this stage. Take your time, relax. Your world is not ending and it will be fine. You
appear pretty much young. I'd imagine you're in your early 30s.
Yes, I'm 31.
Are you going to commit your entire life to seeing this grow?
Oh, yes. Yes. This is me now. This is me. I don't see myself working for anybody. Working for somebody is not a bad thing. No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that this is me now. I enjoy the thrill of waking up, going to the market, going to buy wood, going to source for fabrics. I enjoy meeting with clients. They telling me that, Naabia, you know what, this is how I want it, this is my budget. We doing samples. I enjoy that. It's like my life is on a beat, and I like the beat that is like it's dancing to.
Okay, so let's say you met a Bill Gates or a Sam Jonah or any of the business tycoons, around, and he was ready to invest in your business. What pitch would you make to him? What pitch would you make to him?
Well, I wouldn't go the traditional way that I am a woman, I'm trying to break out into the man's world. What I'll tell him is that I am leading a group of 17/18 men who have come to the realization that the products that we make in Ghana can have the finish, the international finish. Who have come to the realization that our products, our items can be exported. Who have come to the realization that it is not sana. This is a new way of building custom furniture from scratch. And we are using advanced technology. We have reached a stage where I'm even ready to invest into 3D projections for clients to look at. And this is a new way to go.
Have you done a costing? Do you know how much you need for that?
Oh, yes, I have.
How much you need?
I need exactly $150,000 US.
$150,000 US. And you can make a return of that in the not too distant future?
Yes.
How long do you need to begin making returns on that?
3 years.
What's your plan for the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, I want to build a showroom. I want to build a workshop, a proper workshop with equipment, the kind of equipment that when I walked into Accra Poly, I saw those machines lying idle. These are amazing machines because we assume that carpentry is just hammering, nailing, and that's it. There are machines there which can do that and you can finish in record time. So I want to build that showroom, that workshop, where all these machines are there, where these boys or men can come in and have a sense of purpose that, you know what, we've come to work, we have clients, we have jobs, give them that sense of fulfillment. Because in as much as I'm running a business or I am trying to build something, I see it in their eyes. They also want to have value, they also want to improve upon what they know.
My final question to you, Naabia, you've talked about how taxes are killing businesses in this country. We've just seen the inauguration of a new government, Nana Danquah government. If you met the Minister for Business Development or say the Minister of Trade and Industry, what would you tell him? Or tell them?
Taxes. You look at taxes and energy. Taxes I have already explained. Energy, you can't have the lights going off like that. We can't be paying. You see, the thing is that we think all those things are, it's only the big businesses that are suffering, the big manufacturing companies are suffering, we are also suffering because we also use the lights at the sawmill. We also, so if the lights go off, I've had lights go off for 48 hours in my area, and I've had to send my wood and my rattan and everything to another place. So imagine the transportation, getting a truck, transporting all the, just to go and treat it and bring it back, you know. All this is cost. And I also can't keep pushing that to the customer because it's a fixed price for items. I can't say, okay, because I didn't anticipate my lights going for 48 hours, I'm going to push it to you. It doesn't work that way. So they have to look at taxes and they have to look at energy, critical things. If they do that, we are all good to go. We'll make
Naabia Boachie, thanks for joining us. Immense appreciation to you for joining us on the program. She's been our mover for today's segment. Naabia Boachie Danquah, she's the Chief Executive Officer of Naabia, Bassinets and more. We'll take you on to Entrepreneur's Corner, and then Ben Amma will join me for the very last lap of the program. We're doing some analysis on the commodities market as well as the stock market. Stay tuned.